morning everybody, I'm Jill, behind the camera is Roger, and we are Which Way Now? Here we are at our campsite in Van. The weather is gorgeous again, but it was not particularly nice last night. We were just covering up the bikes for the night and the rain started, and then just when we went to bed about 11 o'clock-ish, there was lightning, and then about 7:30 there was a massive crash of thunder. The storm lasted only half an hour or so and didn't actually rain very much either, but it's beautiful again today. And so let me give you a tour of the site. So we have a luxury camping, I don't know what they call it, but it's 30 euros a night, and basically for your 30 euros a night you get quite a lot of extras. Considering the last place we were at was 22 euros a night, or 19 euros a night, something like that. This one has a lot of features on it, so obviously it's got Henry on it, which is the most important thing, but let me show you what else it's got. So over here it has a very nice covered seating area, which is beautiful. It's lit as well at night. It's a nice big table. You could probably get 6 around there very easily. A nice big table, which is covered, shaded, and also covered from the rain as well. So this is a small but perfectly formed kitchen. There's a hob and a fridge and a sink, and it's got our lunch stuff in and our saucepans and things like that. And then down here it's also got a dustpan and brush and a bucket. It's small but perfectly formed. So we thought, why not use their stuff rather than ours? It's absolutely tiny, but it does the job perfectly well. And then next door, this is all on our pitch, so this is just for our exclusive use. Next door we have a shower and a loo. And the shower is very, very good. And a sink. As I say, this was 30 euros a night, so we thought we'd splash out as it was our last couple of nights of camping. And I think it's absolutely worth it. I think for 30 euros it's actually pretty good value.
So, if it's me in a video, it means only one thing. We're going to be talking about food. And you can't come to France without having your bread, your wine and your cheeses. Got several cheeses here. We were most disappointed yesterday when we were in Saints that, unfortunately, because Jill's lactose and gluten intolerant, we couldn't actually eat that much out. We went for a cycle ride, went through town, and suddenly thought, actually, we quite fancy lunch. And there were loads of restaurants, most of which were serving what looked like delicious pizzas and other bits and pieces. And unfortunately, we couldn't actually have them. Crepes looked fabulous, I have to say. But unfortunately, with Jill being lactose and gluten intolerant, it really doesn't help. So unfortunately, we had to come back and not have anything. But I'm having my baguette tonight.
So Roger said every time there's a food in the video, it's him who's on video. So now it's going to be me, and I'm going to tell you what I can have. Now I found this Char gluten-free brioche in the supermarket. Now it does have milk in it, but I've taken some lactase tablets which are meant to ease the digestion of milk, and there's not much milk in it, so hopefully that'll be all right. And then also I've got President Brie, which is made from goat's cheese, and President goat's cheese in a roll as well. So hopefully these two are going to be yummy. And this President Brie type stuff is absolutely delicious. I've already had some and it's yummy. Along with the wine, it's absolutely delicious. So cheers. We left the campsite and we cycled 2.5 miles exclusively off-road into the centre of Van here. Beautiful little road or route that followed the edge of the coast. Hundreds of runners, literally hundreds of runners, people walking. There are just people everywhere at the moment. Seems to be quite a young demographic here, and we've arrived in the centre of Van to find some kind of recruitment thing going on for the army, the fire brigade, the coast guard, all kinds of things going on here, and loads of people around as well. It's really good to see. Van is a very interesting city. It was founded in as early as the Roman conquest of Gaul, but it didn't really develop until the 14th century when it was chosen by Duke John IV to be the capital of Brittany. It's sheltered by its ramparts, and it's a lot of the activity centres around this beautiful port here that you can see. It is really lovely. As we said earlier on, Vannes is a very bustling place, and you can tell how many people are around as you look in this video. It was lovely to see so many people out and about, and it had a really friendly, happy feel to it as well. It was one of the places Roger and I said we could actually live here. It was lovely. Vannes is known for its medieval buildings as well as for its cathedral, and these are absolutely beautiful. I love the fact that this one's so slanty as well. Loads of these old buildings around the city here. We're in the ramparts of Vannes, or near the ramparts of Vannes, and we've just been up the top there. That tower was built in about 1400 by John V, and it was actually part of a chateau that was situated about 100 metres further down that way. And these are the Jardins des Ramparts, and they're absolutely stunning. They go that way as well as this way, and they're beautiful, really, really pretty. We were talking earlier on, and France is just so different to England. I mean, these gardens down here are absolutely beautiful. You wouldn't necessarily find those in England. We were saying about the fact that even the smallest towns, they have all the independent shops. And in the UK, that would just be a village with maybe one pub, and that would be about it. I don't quite know why they just seem to prioritise different things, and it definitely shows when you come around these places. This isn't a big town by any means, but I think that what they've done here is absolutely amazing. I mean, they've got history, I know that. But we were saying about so many old villages in our country that just don't seem to preserve anything. They just seem to just have one or two old buildings and then put up 60s tower blocks and 60s other bits just around the corner. It just seems a bit of a shame to me. They seem to know what they're doing in France. So we're now on the spit of land that sticks out into the sea from very near the campsite, and we cycled around here yesterday, which was interesting, and today we've decided to come for a little walk. There's a sea pool on the right, and there's all these fantastic boats moored here on the left, and as you go further down there's a little beach, hundreds of people on the beach swimming. It's really lovely.
passing while the spring's still here. They don't make haste cause they know what's coming. We try to wash away our broken years, but it's so hard in the cold summer.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and send us a comment.